This book does show that people can have a complete transformation of their lives. I have learned to recognize that most of us have some challenges in terms of obsessive, compulsive, addictive sorts of behavior. That could be gambling. It could be relationships, going from one relationship to the other. Whatever the behavior, it usually is a result of looking for happiness, trying to fill in something inside ourselves that then makes us feel whole. So for me, I had those obvious addictive behaviors, the alcohol, the drugs, but I also at times use things like work, shopping, relationships, lots of different things to keep trying to fill myself up with something that would equal happy and joyous. And those are the areas where I think just about anybody can find some of that behavior in themselves. The real question is, if that doesn't work, at least not in the long term, what does? A friend I hadn't seen since high school. I got together with him and we had a dinner, and he asked me if I was happy. And I was really thrown off by the question, because I had always thought that I was happy. I had really worked to at least project that to other people. Really, I wasn't happy. And as a result of that, I started to look at what I might be able to do to change that. I found that I followed it up with things like, yes, if only. Yes, if only, my kids appreciated me more. Perhaps most importantly, or most telling at the time, I actually said, yes, if only my husband didn't drink so much. It's pretty much impossible to be truly happy in a circumstance like that. If I was going to improve my internal happiness, it wasn't going to be up to someone else, a change in circumstance, a change in anything external. It was going to be on how I chose to feel inside myself. When I started to write the book, I always wrote it from the perspective that I was hoping that I would help someone. It's not easy to be completely honest about a life that was really built on a lot of denial. Not many people are willing to tell this story. It's difficult to be as honest as I had to be to make this journey relevant to other people. I couldn't leave out the parts that I really didn't want to tell you, because there are some pretty difficult things in there. To give people a really clear example of someone who has gone through this entire scenario, basically from birth right through to adulthood, before waking up to their reality, so that potentially they don't have to go as long, as far, as deep down a road or into a hole as I had to go, as many of us do, to be able to resonate somewhere along the path, to say, honestly, I can see a little bit of myself in this person, in their experience. It does require honesty. And addicts are not honest people. They are in denial, hence they lie to themselves, so they quite easily can lie to other people because they believe what they're saying. This was part of my reasoning behind writing this book. Obviously, using alcohol and drugs, you're avoiding the most basic things, your own reality, your own feelings. It was not a simple journey to go on. There's no denying that it takes work, and it takes a desire to want to have something different. It takes a desire to really be unhappy with where you're at. Just accept that here we are today doing the best we can on the journey of life, and that we're all doing the best that we can in any given moment, and that we're all at different parts of the journey. This is just the reality, and that things can move forward and get a lot better. If I can encourage even one person to feel more hopeful, that there is a solution, that there is a way out, that there is a path for them, and that there's people there to help guide them, and, spirit in the universe to help guide them as well, then I will feel fulfilled in my mission of writing this book and of promoting it to others.